Hey guys, I'm here with Eddie, a spokesperson for the Disneyland Resort, and we're here to talk about Paint the Night. This was my favorite thing of all the 60th stuff. There's so much cool stuff, but this is where it's at. So
it is.
Eddie, let us know,
Awesome.
what is Paint the Night? What's it about for anyone who doesn't know? What should we look forward to?
I'm telling you, this is our new nighttime spectacular parade, and it is definitely spectacular, like you were saying.
Oh, it is.
For me, it's been a favorite. I had the opportunity to go ahead and actually see it while we were doing rehearsals, while there was a little bit of the development, of the parade, and then when you see the final product, I mean, it's fantastic.
Right.
And
Well,
especially, like when you're used to the electrical light parade that we used to have, I mean, this is totally different.
Right. It really is. It really takes the technology of that parade, but really it brings it forward so far
Big
into the
time.
future. It's impressive, and I've seen the videos of the Hong Kong parade, which is similar to this, but when you see it in person, it's unexplainable.
It
almost.
is,
It's incredible.
especially if you're on Main Street, you're sitting on along the curb, and you actually watch it go by you. You're just blown away by what it has. I mean, especially like Mac.
Right, yeah.
And this is definitely my favorite float, especially when you start looking at the lights and everything that we can do with it, and creating three-dimensional figures and so forth. You've got that. You've got the size of it. I mean, it's gigantic. And not to mention the fact that that's Mac from the movie.
Right, of course.
Which is really cool.
Characters people love, but done in a way that's just so cool and so unique.
DJs in the back.
I mean, the 3D light effect is amazing, and when you're at the parade, you see that you're maybe like 4 or 5 feet away from it. It's just in your face.
And the
absolutely
music.
incredible. Yeah, the music, everything. And speaking of the music, the Baroque hoedown from Main Street Electrical
you caught
Parade.
on it, huh?
Yeah.
So
it's
this is a little homage
referenced,
to the old one.
It was really sweet. I mean, just when the parade starts, to hear that, it's just a great reference to the classic that inspired this parade.
It is really neat. What I like about it is the fact that for those of us who remember the Main Street Electrical Parade, it was really kind of like it takes you back in time. I think kids today, they're just going to be blown away and excited about seeing their characters from the movies, from Cars, from Frozen, and so forth, right in front of them.
Right.
For me, I like seeing a lot of the classics, and then and obviously seeing the new stuff is just. It's mind blowing.
Yeah, it was that perfect mix of old and new. I thought.
It is, and it's interesting because, like with the Main Street Electrical Parade, when you actually saw the performers dancing, even though they had lights on them, it's nothing like you see today.
Right. That's very true. I noticed some of the details in this one are just so incredible. They have little lights that illuminate their faces.
Yes.
The eyelids light up.
Yes.
Everywhere on the costumes, just elaborate costumes that all light up. I can't even imagine what they weigh, what the characters have to.
Incredibly enough, a lot of them are light. There are some that are a little bit heavier, let's say. But the fact that some of them have their own onboard computers, if you will. It's just all the programming and everything that has to come into play.
Right.
That's what's incrable.
Yeah,
because you think about it.
Changing the music.
Right. Yeah, it's all synchronized.
Yeah.
You start thinking to yourself, it's a parade.
Right. No, I mean, you kind of do sort of have to sit back while you're watching it and realize this is unlike anything I've seen before.
Yeah,
I mean, how do you even process it?
The other thing, like I was talking to somebody else earlier about it, and the fact that the bummer part is that we have the pleasure of actually standing here and just looking at every different aspect of it. But when you're actually watching the parade, you realize you're going to have to look at it from different angles. You're going to have to view it definitely multiple times just to really soak it in.
Yeah, very true. Because there's so many details. I mean, even things like the underneath the floats, there were like little lasers on the ground, and so many little details that I'm sure you could watch it 10 times, 100 times, and still find new stuff and be amazed every time.
I was blown away by the fact that a lot of the times when you see in the olden days, when you would see colors changing, you would still see colors kind of bleeding into the other ones because there were different bulbs. And on this one, like for example, when you're watching Mickey's float go by and you're looking at the different color panels that look almost like a keyboard going around, I mean, once they change, they're crisp, they're bright, they don't bleed into anything. It's just so well done.
It just does take that technology up and really brings it into the modern day.
I hope people don't, you can't miss this. You
you can't. I mean, I've got to say, of the 3 nighttime spectaculars, there's the fireworks, there's this parade, and there's World of Color. They're all good. We've seen all of them. They're all great. But if you only have time to see one, this is the one to see. It's very, very impressive.
That's awesome.
From beginning to end, it's just it's spot on. It's executed perfectly. It really.
I'm glad you like it that much.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, if you're watching at home, you got to come check it out. It's amazing. So paint
Absolutely.
the night. You can come and paint. You can get one of these and paint with it, and it's a ton of fun. So make sure you come check it out.
Cool.
All right, thank you, Andy.
All right, thank you.